Yo, when it comes to February, there are a ton of releases lined up. Like sneaker brands go crazy. But before we get to the heat check, let's do a quick unboxing. Kind of like a throwback. So I've bought these and I have yet to wear these, and they're literally still sitting in the box, and I apologize because that's just terrible. This is an Air Jordan 3 Retro, and for those out there that know, they'll recognize this box right away. I was so hyped for these when they first came out. So let's open them up. So it is this brown tannish colorway. Officially, it's called Orwood Brown and Metallic Gold. And I honestly thought I was going to wear these a lot more, but then I realized I don't have a lot of like this brown in my wardrobe, and it's such a beautiful looking shoe. Like, for it to just sit here, which is the thing that drives me crazy. It literally just sits here, but it has this like suede material on the upper, which is so nice. You can see the elephant print is in brown. They have the brown touch here, and then they have this cool like touch. I think it has like this nappiness to the layer here, so it's not like just completely smooth material. It's like a little nappiness to it. Overall, just a really beautiful shoe. Like, look at that outsole is all brown. I just don't have a lot of stuff that I can wear this with. They have a pop of yellow there on the tongue. I mean, just really great. Brown and gold. Anyway, so let me know if you actually picked these up. Has the Air Jordan Flight on the inside there, which you can see on the insole. But let me know if you picked these up and if you're rocking this, and like what kind of outfit are you putting together when you wear these. Because when it comes to a Jordan 3, obviously the black and red is my favorite, but this colorway, it's up there, man. Let's get to actually this week's drops. Okay, let's start with Curry. The Curry Fox 1 Rain Rose is coming on February 3rd. It's going to be 120 bucks. So it's a loving tribute to his son, Rain. De'Aaron Fox has been telling his story through the first two colorways of his signature line, and it's pretty cool. It's actually dropping on Rain's second birthday, and you can see the rose inspiration on the signature midfoot strap with the graphic that kind of sort of brings to mind another popular speedy point guard of recent vintage, you know, Derrick Rose. We also have the Nike Dunk Low in gray and gum. This is going to be on the 3rd for 115. We have the Solomon XT Whisper in Oxford Tan and Sage. This is on the 4th for 140. Again, you guys got to let me know, are you guys really rocking these Solomon XT sneakers? I haven't seen a lot of them out in the wild, but I hear a lot of people talking about them. On the golf side of things, we have the Nike Roshi 2 Waste Management Phoenix Open. This is going to be on the 5th for 110. So for a few years there, Nike Golf loved to turn their golf sneakers into trash to fit the theme of the biggest golf party of the year, the Waste Management Phoenix Open. This year, the cycle breaks with the prickly pear Nike Roshi 2 that turns the sneaker into essentially a cactus. Actual pricks are not included on the shoe, but there is a scorpion on the inside, so heads up if you're not a fan or you're scared of scorpions. We have the Air Jordan 11, and it has become basically a staple on the gridiron and the baseball diamond. We've seen the Concords, we've seen the Space Jams, they've all gotten the cleated treatment, but now it's time for the Legend Blue to take center stage. Naturally, cleats are meant to get dirty, so enjoy these pictures. They are not going to look like this after a few innings or after a few sets of downs, that's for sure. So we have the Air Jordan 11 MCS in Legend Blue. This is going to be on the 6th for 220. That's the baseball version. And then the Air Jordan 11 TD in Legend Blue on the 6th for 220, and that's the football version. Zion has the Damascus Steel coming in the Jordan Zion 4. That's going to be on the 6th for 140 bucks. For the kids, we have the Nike Ja 2 Poison Dart Frog. This is going to be on the 6th for 105. So older sneakerheads, you might remember that the Kobe Predator pack that highlighted some of the most fearsome members of the animal kingdom through the Nike Kobe 7. So you can imagine that said old sneakerhead might have their radar blip with a Poison Dart Frog Nike Ja 2 is on the way. It's an homage to Ja Morant and Nike. Could it be a Mamba brand collaboration? Well, the answer is no, because these Poison Dart Frog Ja 2s don't look like the Kobe 7s. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, well, you know, that's up to you. That's not for me to decide. The Superstar is back. Well, let's be real. It actually never left, but Adidas is rolling out a 4-pack of Superstars in men's and women's sizes in the most basic colorways, and there's nothing really wrong with that. Not gonna lie, those all-black Superstars have a lot of black Air Force One energy, and maybe that's the market the three straps is trying to corner. You know, the not around corner of the internet. So we have the Adidas Superstar 2 in core black and cloud white on the 6. You also have it in cloud white and core black. Then you have it in triple white, and then you have it in triple black. Again, these are all going to happen on the 6 for $100. But those aren't the only superstars dropping on the 6. We have the Adidas Superstar 82 Skate in core black and cloud white on the 6 for $200. Yes, really. While other brands have taken to slapping cleats on their popular silhouettes, like the Air Jordan 11, Adidas is taking us to the good old days of the roller rink with these high-cut superstars with roller skates. It's a throwback to a way simpler time. And honestly, I'd be down to try these if there was still a spot around here in Southern California. Just don't count on me to wear bell bottoms or anything groovy like that. Although that was very corny, and when I wrote that line, I thought it was going to be funny. But now that I say it in real life and on this video, I realize it wasn't funny. Anyway, we also have the Adidas Superstar It's Got Beads. This is going to be on the 6 for $250. So we just made that nickname up since no one was calling it anything other than a more expensive Superstar with beads on it. So it's a split sneaker where on the medial side it's the regular Superstar with the leather construction, but the lateral side goes for a high concept synthetic upper with a beaded pattern that almost looks kind of like a Lego-like feel. And for those that don't know, the lateral side is the outside of a sneaker and the medial side is the inside of the sneaker. It doesn't matter what foot. The inside is medial, the outside is lateral. Just so you guys know. Salehe Bembury has a New Balance 1500 made in the UK. That's going to be on the 6 for $275. Haven has the Asics Gel Nimbus 10.1 on the 7th. The Nike Jaw 2 Valentine's Day is on the 7th for $130, which is before Valentine's Day. That's always a good thing. The Nike Zoom LeBron NXXT Genesis is going to be in Platinum Violet. That's going to be on the 7th for $150. Then you can also get that in tint. I don't know what color tint, but it just says tint. That's going to be on the 7th for $150 as well. More Superflies this week after like 4 dropped last week. You can get it in metallic silver and black on the 7th for $100. And then Candy Funhouse is doing a Nike Giannis Freak 6 collab. That's going to be on the 7th for $150. For you Puma fans, the MB04, Raphael, and Donatello. Stand up for my TMNT fans. This is going to be on the 8th for $140. So if you're interested in acquiring the Shredder colorway, you're going to need to buy this mismatch pair along with the 3 other pairs in the pack in order to unlock Shredder. And if you're a real TMNT fan, then you'll do it. The women's Nike Air Superfly, another one in Mystic Red, is going to be on the 8th for $100. Then the Nike Air Max Muse in Habanero Red, that's going to be on the 8th for $160. The Nike Dunk Low Floral Swoosh is dropping on the 8th. And then one of my favorite releases this week, although I'm not sure that it needed a retro, is the masterpiece of the Nike Kobe 9 Elite Protro. So it's confirmed to release in both adult and kid sizes, and all signs point to this being a true reissue of the look and feel on the outside, looking exactly the same as the original that dropped literally a decade ago, which is crazy. But this one has the addition of a Nike React to the midsole to fulfill that whole Protro designation. So it's better than it was before, but looks the same. We have the Nike Air Diamond Turf signing day on the 8th for $160. So in the pre-NIL days, I could see the NCAA trying to lay the hammer down on Deion Sanders for allowing Nike to release his signature shoe with the slogan that he's used in the past and in the colors of his current employer, Colorado. But something like that is barely noticeable in an era when kids are making life-changing money before they even turn pro. Rightly so. Then the Air Jordan 5 Black Metallic Reimagined. This is going to be on the 8th for $210. Like, it's right on time for the sneaker's 35th anniversary. The Air Jordan 5 Black Metallic returns in reimagined form. While Jordan Brand has taken a vintage approach when it comes to reimagining some of their other classics, like wearing out the collars or yellowing the midsole, this 5 looks mostly intact. In fact, the 2 main changes are the swapping of the laces to white as a nod to the versions Michael Jordan wore back in 1990 and the reflective piping on the overlays. So really, they're reimagining it as Michael Jordan's PE, and you know, I think that's as close as me and you are ever going to get to one of those, like an actual Michael Jordan PE. Anyway, as always, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe, and let me know what else you want to see here on the Heat. I can't even speak. Let me know what else you want to see here on the Heat Check. I'm Jacques Slade, and I'll see you soon. Peace.